Now what is up, my magic miscreants? Risen Dragon here with another fun deck tech for you, and today we're going back to basics. We're going back to Selesnya Enchantments, green-white enchantments that got really popular in the Kamigawa cycle when Kamigawa came out in 2021, and it really became a thing. And now, with Wilds of Eldraine giving us a couple new toys, we're going to re-examine this. So let's get into the deck. The first new toy we get is Slumbering Keepguard. Now, this goes in place of Generous Visitor. Now, Generous Visitor is a great card because whenever you cast an enchantment, you put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature. However, Slumbering Keepguard, whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield, we scry 1, and then for 2 and a white, it gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control. Okay, this is a pretty big card because we are running a bunch of enchantment creatures and a bunch of enchantments. So this beast comes down onto the field and it can get huge if the timing's right. Now again, you gotta time it, but that is a card that I think a lot of people are sleeping on, and I'm gonna incorporate it in this deck. I'm gonna make it work, dagnabbit. Anyways, back to this. We're looking at Invasion of Gobakhan. That is an enchantment because we can look at an opponent's hand. When we defeat it, it turns into Light Shield Array. Now, back to the original with the Siege part, you may exile a non-land card from it, and for as long as it remains exiled, its owner may play it, but it costs 2 more to cast. But basically, Light Shield Array, at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that attacked this turn, sack it, creatures gain hexproof and indestructible. Michiko's Reign of Truth target creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn for each artifact and or enchantment you control, plus Portrait of Michiko gets +1/+1 for each enchantment and or artifact you control. Ossification, gotta put that in, exiles target creature. We just gotta make sure we've got enough basic lands on the field. Kami of Transience, this one gets bigger as we go. But it also can come back to our hand. If an enchantment was put into a graveyard from the battlefield this turn, we can return it to our hand. We're also running 3 Shigeki. We know what this bad Larry does. For 1 and a green and tap it, we return it to its owner's hand, reveal the top 4 cards of our library, we put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tap so you can ramp into stuff, put the rest in your graveyard, plus we can channel, discarding Shigeki and returning X target non-legendary cards from your graveyard to your hand, so you can't put Shigeki back there. Alright, we're also running 4 Jukai Naturalists because we want our enchantments to cost less. We're running 2 Borrowed Times just to target with our spot removal. 3 Wedding Enchantments, we know what this does. It just buffs our creatures, but we can put creatures onto the battlefield. Calyx Guided by Fate has Constellation. Whenever Calyx or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Whenever Calyx or an enchanted creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may create a token that's a copy of non-legendary enchantment you control. We do this only once each turn. It can get pretty nasty. 2 Hallowed Haunting. We're only running 2 of these, but whenever you cast an enchantment spell, create a white Cleric Spirit creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of spirits you control. And finally, the other toy that we get with Wilds of Eldraine, we get Virtue of Loyalty, and this one is an interesting one because the adventure part, Ardendale Fealty, can give us at instant speed a 2/2 white knight creature token of vigilance, but at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and then untap those creatures. Okay, that is an insanely good card to have in this build. Pairs nicely with this. There's a ton of synergy in this build. Really liking it. For our lands, your basic you're running 2 Iganjos, 7 Plains, 2 Bosejus, 4 Forests, 2 Brushlands, 3 Overgrown Farmlands, 2 Razorverge Thickets. We're also running a few of these fetch lands as well. And going from there. We're in our sideboard, we're running 3 Surge of Salvations. That one I think can go in place of our, say, Ossification. I think especially against a mono red build, which is still a thing. 2 more Invasion of Gobakhans. Metropolis Reformer is an interesting one because we have hexproof and we can gain life. We're running 3 of those. We're running 2 Return to Natures, 2 Fade from Histories in case we come up against another artifact build. Now this one's kind of self-defeating for this deck, but if it gets to a point where we're up against like a heavy artifact build, then we have to put it in there. And then Farewell, that one's kind of self-explanatory. So, Selesnya Enchantments hasn't gone away. It's still a thing. I love this build. If you like what you see, leave a like, leave a subscribe. If you're new to my channel, we do a best of 1 and we do a best of 3. I'm one of the few content creators in the MTG community that does best of 3. I think it's important to see how the deck functions in either one of those environments. So without further ado, let's get to the Selesnya Enchantment games again. And we are against Cathaden for our best of 1 matchup. Here's an interesting one. It's a nice little curve we got there. Slumbering Keepguard into a wedding announcement. Yeah, it's not a bad one to have. Get another Plains and we're in good shape. What is Cathaden running? Are they running counters? Poison counters. So we're gonna do this. Boom. No attacks. Comedy of Transience. I'm guessing you're running black and green. I'm guessing black-green is your thing. Okay, yep, black-green, that's fine. Venerated Rot Priest is gonna get big because... No? We're gonna wait on that? Alright, I think we do this. I'm gonna scry. I want to find a land, and I'll get it. Okay, well that works. Now here's the thing. I don't know if I want to attack in on this because of the fact that they're holding up that, and they didn't attack that turn. So I'm thinking they wanted to lure us into a trap there. They probably had like a Tyvar stand or something like that. So I'm very leery about this. Bilious Skuldweller. Okay. Okay. You go, kid. Alright. I actually kind of want to see what they got underneath that cloak of theirs. I want to... Are you going to cast Tommy Safekeeping on yourself? No. Okay, on yourself. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so we get that. Fine. Oh, wow. That's really a hand now, isn't it? Well, I don't think I got much of a choice there. I'll just do that. And we're not going to attack. At least... Okay, down the Skull Dweller. Down that Skull Dweller. All those got Death Touch. I've got a lot of... They can proliferate and add more to that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, they'll proliferate. Okay, that's fine. So we get another poison count. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they really don't have... Ooh, that's a fun one. Yeah, let's... You know, that only has... We're only going to have the one, so... Okay, we're going to scry. Yeah, that's a pretty good one to have. We're done with that. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so let's swing in on this. That'll defeat that. Okay. Cast it. Boom. Yep. Yep. Okay. And that happens. So now our beasts get a little bit bigger. Blat Bellet Rat. Okay, fine. You clearly did not draw into the thing that you were hoping for, I think. Put that down. And yeah, we can do without that. That I will take. Let's swing because let's put. I'm gonna go all out on this because yeah, they can take out my. Now, can I? Indestructible. I think. Yeah, I'm going to... This is a perfect time I think... Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Alright. So... Wow, okay, they didn't go with that. Alright. Proliferate. Okay. Boom. Fun. Okay. Those get bigger. Pestilent Siphoner. Okay, so this is kind of like a Golgari Toxic build. We just have to really make sure we're being careful with all these things. Because... Alright. We just gotta be careful, because this... I'm... Do I want to block? Because they can add that... Yeah, I'm blocking. They're probably going to target me with something, so... Or target... Yeah, okay. Yeah, got that. Okay. So now we sack this. I honestly think that's somewhat worth it, considering the fact that we can now do this and throw that down. Yes. 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 Doing this. And then we're doing that. Okay. Let's put up a ton of pressure. Because now we've got enough blockers. And they don't have a chance. They don't have a choice. They've really got to block here. Yeah, you take out the Slumbering Keep Guard. That's fine. Really? Okay. So they'll go in. Super big board. Yeah, Rot Priest. Okay, yeah, super big board, they're dead. Okay, let's go to the best of 3. We are against Mira Laser for our best of 3 matchup. We are on the draw. This is not a bad deck to be on the draw with. I don't think that that's a bad thing. This is actually a good one, because we can really ramp into stuff if we have a preferable matchup here. Alright, so you're playing a standard size deck, Mira Laser. What are you going to put down here? Good person. Hope you're all enjoying your Sunday evening. Are we doing mono? Fairies. Fairies. There's gotta be fairies. That's alright. I think we can overwhelm them. Mono blue fairies? Let's go with Shigeki. If they counter this, then that's fine. No, they let it stay. Okay. Michiko... Oh, do I want to keep Michiko? Yeah, I do. Alright, so let's... They're gonna bounce it. They're gonna bounce something, at least. Maybe not. No? Okay. Yep, they'll do that. Okay, cool. So now they can untap that, and... Okay, so you are the fairy. Got it. Okay. Actually, let's do Wedding Announcement, just because I want to see about drawing a counter out of them. They did that. Okay. Oh, that's... I don't have the land for that at the moment. And I'm not going to attack, because they'll just untap this and block, and we're going to be sad. So, I am not going to do that. This is a tough matchup for us, I think, because... Yeah, okay, yeah, because we also don't have a ton of flyers to block us, and they can just swing away and leave enough mana open to counter us. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. See if they counter it. They don't. I'm gonna target the token because this way, if they do decide, yeah, that's fine. This way, if they do decide to get rid of it, at least, all right, let's try this. Let's see if this works. Boom. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. And now I'm gonna swing in with this because if they do decide to untap the, okay, they didn't. All right, fine. So we're still gonna take at least 5. Are they gonna draw a card? Yeah, we'll draw a card. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, go for it. Kick out the jams, kids. Let's go for it. Ego drain. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Your fairies are pretty boss. Do you have another ego drain? No, you have a Takenuma. Okay, yeah, sure, fire. Get rid of that. I don't care. They did not. Okay, so meow. Let's target a token again because this way, do this. Now, they don't know I've got a second borrow time. So, they'll probably counter this. Yeah, they'll do that. Resolve, yeah. And that's fine. That is totally fine. Alright. Well, here we go. Okay. Boom. Now what fun stuff do you have? Okay. That's okay. Yeah, that's fun. Do that. You can try this. Counter it. That's fine. Okay. So let's take that one. Draw a card. Sure, I'll take that. Do you have something like a slip out the back? No, you don't. Okay. And now, ooh, that's a fun one. Let's try this. You can untap that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So now, put a lot of pressure on them. They're down to 3, and we've got a pretty big board. So, yeah. Can we finish the job? Okay, go for the throat. They'll probably kill my Michiko. I mean, we've got a big enough board. I think we'll be able to handle this. What do you have? Yeah, I don't have any. You're gonna have to go with. I'm guessing a go for the throat would probably be your best option here. Although they can swing in. Well, no, they can't now, but yeah, go for the throat. Michiko's died. Yeah, that's fine. Did you play a land yet? No, they did. Okay, oh, they played a tap land. Excellent. We win. We win. No doubt about it. We win. Alright, cool. We're gonna go at least 2 and 2 with this build, and I'm fine with that. Alright, let's do this. Remember what I was saying before about the... Let's see, Surge of Salvation, you and permanents you control gain hexproof till end of turn. Yeah, we're putting this in place of the ossification. And my reasoning for that is with the amount of counter spells that they have. And with the amount of enchantments that we've run, they may not see that one coming at some point. So, hey, you got a fairy fencing? Great. Boom. There is your, here's your Surge of Salvation. So, in any case, I'm really, like, this week is going to be really busy. Daughter has a soccer game tomorrow. My son's got soccer practice twice this week, and my kid's got another game at some point as well. All my after-school activities are ramping up. So, you know, we got chess club. We actually have like a esports club at our school, so that's pretty cool. And a team. So, those are all ramping up, and this week's going to be really busy. So, I'm hoping, like, Tuesday night is probably going to be the only night that I have to really do pretty much anything. This is really land heavy, and as much as I don't want to keep it, it's a pretty good land heavy. So, alright, boom. Let's put that down. I probably should have put down brushland, but that's alright. That's alright. Alright, well, not the worst. I'm holding off on the Surge of Salvation because oh, fun. And we gotta remember that's creatures that we control. Elbyra. That's the flashy stuff. Boom. Okay. Kaito. Oh, you're fun. Well, I can't do borrowed time on the Kaito, but I can.
Get out.
I can put down a borrowed time on the Elvira. Calyx is fun too, but I think borrowed time a lot better. Boom. Because then, if we're lucky, we can do Jukai Naturalist, and
now this
then.
Is a juicy secret.
Do they get land heavy too? I'm curious. Let's take a peeky. Peeky. Gonna counter it. Okay, Fairy Mastermind is fun. Put that down. Go for it. You're still gonna counter this. Because now, yeah, you have Spell Stutter. That's fine. Alright. That's cool. Just do Jukai Naturalist now. Boom. Okay. Cool stuff. That could get troublesome. Ego Drain. So I'm guessing Calyx is gonna go bye-bye. Yep. It is. Yep, it did. Okay. Alright, well. Sure. They'll make... Oh, okay.
I know something you don't know.
Yes, we do. We all know Kaito. And now I guarantee they've drawn into their removal. Yep, there's the fairy fencing that I was telling you about. So, we overplayed that badly. That was not a good play on my part. And now we've got the issue of... They have more fairies? Yeah, I think we're... Yeah, we're gonna move on to the rubber match here. We just overplayed that one. Didn't get what we needed early on. Didn't get the early threat with the one of our 2-drops or 1-drop, and they got rid of the 1-drop. So wait, other way around. They got rid of my 2-drop, so they flashed in that. That is way too heavy there. This is fine. Never mind my cat. Anyways, like I said, 2-2 in this match. Not a bad deal. We're still in bronze, so I mean I'm not gonna. This right here. Let me get rid of the Hallowed Haunting. Now the Naturalist, I don't know if I want to hang on to that. What I do want to do is peeky at their hand and see what they got. Spell Stutter, make disappear, Ego Drain. Fairy Mastermind. I'd much rather get my stuff countered than... I'd much rather get countered and stolen than that. So let's Let's lure them out. Let's lure out a few of these. They'll counter this. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, because that goes right to the graveyard. Okay. Because we didn't successfully cast it. Let's do Jukai Naturalist. Because now they okay, now we're not gonna do anything. Sure. And we'll just move this down. And now they'll more than likely ego drain my Calyx. Or they'll kill that. Yeah, they'll... Oh, no. They can't... They don't have the... Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Do that. Let's see if they block this. Yes, they are. Okay. Fine. Alright, so your Hallowed Haunting is gonna be the next victim. Yeah, there it is. Alright, that's fine. Do you... No. Okay. Sure, let's put this down. I like a thud. It's just like a broop. Alright, whatevs. That works. Yeah, let's do this. Because I dare you to spell stutter that. Okay. Sure, let's do that. We'll scry. Yeah, Economy of Transience is a good one. Now the question becomes, I think we're just gonna do that. Can counter it, no? Yeah, that's a fun one. Okay. And now we get a little bit of protection from the effects of that. And for those of you that might be thinking, well, that was kind of a waste. No, because now they can't target my creatures. They'll swing this in. And now they do have the spell stutter, and they can flash in the Fairy Mastermind. So I think we just swing. Wow. Okay. This just got entertaining. This just got really entertaining. Because now I get 2 of these. Wow. How cool is that? Now those get bigger and beefier. Man. What a... Sure, I'll take that. You're gonna need to find something here, kid. Because your fairy build is running up against my janky-ish combo stuff here. So, yeah, sure. Loving that. Alright, well, that... Fine, take my Economy of Transience. I don't care. Take that. I really don't care. And you can't target me either because I will literally get rid of... I will literally hexproof everything. Get him! Yes! Alright, we're going to move into silver with this deck. And then we're going to go to the Post-Mortem, and we're going to discuss. Okay, so Selesnya Enchantments, they are still a thing. They really are still a thing. That last game of the best of 3 just kind of shows what this deck can do, and I really just cannot say enough about it. Yeah, the second game of the best of 3, we overplayed that, and that was me. That was on me. So it happens, but hey, what you gonna do about those things? But I really do feel like this particular meta is really conducive to this sort of this sort of deck. I mean, there's a lot you got to respond to. Fairies can't really handle the enchantment removal, and that's a big one. So I really think that this deck is going to perform incredibly well, even against like some of your domain builds, like with your leyline bindings and stuff. If you can get Gobakhan activated and the Light Shield Array activated in time, it's just going to make the deck just that much more powerful, and your opponent's that much more frustrated, which we love. Alright, so if you like what you saw with this build, leave a like, leave a subscribe, and as always, my magic miscreants, may you always be on the play, and may all your spells hit the board. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your day.